Yes, it's another video blog. My first international one. Going to see England-Wales. This is Rob. You have been to Rugby Union?
I went to, for some reason, Army versus Navy, I believe.
Yeah, they were rubbish if they didn't have their weapons. So Rob basically prefers rugby league because he's an idiot and he's from the north. In traffic, as ever, heading towards Cardiff. My first visit to see a rugby match in Wales since 1981, when England got beaten, I think it was 21-19 in the last minute by the Welsh. And I was with my dad wearing my little England shirt, and just at about this point my dad said, nip into the back, Hal, and get the passports. I jumped in the back and him and his mate pissed themselves. It's only a World Cup warm-up. We know no one really cares, but it's England-Wales, so of course we care. We could have our little discussion right now about rugby league.
What about how it's superior in every way?
I don't think anybody can really defend the game as being as good as Union, because it doesn't have the many facets of Union.
Rugby league is a simple game for simple people. Rugby Union is a complex game played by twats.
Because my image of rugby league was always, I'd watch it on the TV in the 80s and go, oh my God, it's men with mullets playing rugby.
As a Rugby Union fan, especially as an England Rugby Union fan, you should really like rugby league because you owe most of your coaching staff to rugby league.
You owe your best player, Owen Farrell.
Yeah.
Basically, rugby league
has propped up Union.
Well, and the model that you are going towards of actually trying to score tries rather than just kick from 60 yards.
I think there was something wonderful in the old years, in the 70s and 80s, when a game was genuinely boring. It was like it's like reading the classics. No one really wants to read War and Peace, but if you do, you get that sense of satisfaction of going, God, I overcame the boredom and found what was beautiful about it. And I think maybe I like the fact that Union can be so boring.
The 5-minute scrums.
Yeah, the 5-minute scrums, and we stay with it because we are connoisseurs. I didn't realise I was such a snob, so I started talking to you about it.
So you're listening to the Ring Cycle, and I'm listening to
Kylie.
Kylie.
Yeah. You know, just you don't have to pay to go into Wales anymore. We're going into Wales as we speak.
For free.
You know, I can't believe that after all these years of paying, it's finally free to come to this amazing, wonderful treat of a country. It's like Disneyland, Wales. It's worth the entrance fee, and now it's free.
I've got bad memories of Cardiff as well, because the last time I was at the Millennium Stadium, was to watch Leeds get beat by Watford in the playoff final. But I did find a £10 note with some cocaine in it. So,
wow.
Have you ever been to a rugby league game?
Well, look, this might sound a little privileged. Only in Australia.
Oh.
I saw Manly play North Sydney or something in 1988.
Do you want to know whose side rugby union's on? Apartheid South Africa banned rugby league. The Nazis in France took rugby league's property and gave it to rugby union.
But no one.
You're on the side of the Nazis and the apartheid state.
We're now in Wales, by the way. You can actually feel the hate.
Yeah.
In coming into the car.
I've got more phlegm in my mouth.
Very dangerous talking in film.
Yeah.
Though not illegal. Really, I think it should be illegal
to do what we're doing
even
now.
when someone else is filming, it should be illegal. So that would wipe out all those interesting bits in Long Lost Family when they're driving to meet someone to go, is she going to find out? And they're chatting, and you've got Nikki Campbell or Davina. Sorry, Long Lost Family is my favourite TV show.
It should also be illegal because I'm not wearing any trousers.
Jesus, we're both naked from the waist down.
Yeah.
It's been just working off each other all the way to Wales. Interesting points being made here by Rob in our continued debate, because he's actually done the reading about the rugby. His level of bitterness is so great, he's read into what the financing is of rugby union or the amount of money given to premiership teams. He's made the point that the Rugby World Cup, it shouldn't be called the Rugby World Cup, it should be the Rugby Union World Cup. But I don't think most union fans even think about whether we took the Rugby League name.
Rugby League has had a World Cup for over 70 years, so...
but no one's watched it.
Imagine the fitness levels if Rugby League had never happened. It would still just be rotund men rolling in mud.
But still a chance for players like me to play.
Well, yes.
We know that's it. With my knees, it's impossible.
The salary cap in Rugby League is $2 million a season. And in Rugby Union it's something like 7.
And for Saracens it's 15 million. I am a massive Rugby Union fan because I'm a season ticket holder at Sarries and all the rest. So I'm a massive fan, but I know so little about Rugby League, but also I'm amazed by how little I care.
You'd think, seeing as it's where Union gets all its ideas, coaching staff and some of your best players, you'd know a bit more.
I know, you would think there would be more interest, but maybe it's because they've evolved from league and they've they've realised it's brought them to a better place, to the promised land.
Yeah, Sam Burgess didn't like the look of it.
I dressed in my England shirt and Rob dressed like an English twat. He claims, but he's wearing a flat cap, not in a sort of posh boy idiot way. Remember, this is a northerner reclaiming his birthright. So finally, you can see how this is done. It's that quick. That's why they make a killing. So Rob,
Yes.
what's the atmosphere like compared to a rugby league game? It's much, much better, isn't it?
Hi mate, so funny. Is it okay if I have a photo or not?
Oh yeah, no problem.
Okay, I'll do it.
Lovely, I'm videoing while I speak this guy. I've actually been spotted, hooray!
Yeah.
Right, I'm happy because I've already been stopped and asked for a photo. Rob,
I can confirm.
it's 1-0 to me. Rob, no one ever asks writers for photos. But I'm already happy, I don't mind if Wales win now because a Welshman stopped me for a photo. This is Mark who has been, we've been chatting to each other on Twitter, and this is just a little warning to all people in showbiz. You actually sometimes meet those weirdos. And what do you reckon for today, Mark?
Oh, a win for Wales easy today.
Yes.
A win for Wales easy today.
I think it's very possible because it doesn't really matter. If the
What
game
about
matters.
yourself, Al? What about yourself?
I think Wales are going to win by about 10 points, but I always like to play it down because I love the surprise of winning. May the best team win, probably will be Wales, but they're at home and no one really cares. The England team's already been booed as they leave the field after the warm-up, so yeah, it's going to be quite spiky, I think, here today. They have got the roof closed. They're coming out! Look at that!
Right, this is impressive.
Isn't it?
A warm welcome
National
to
anthem.
England and their supporters.
Hey! We love you too! It's a friendly. Best national anthem in the world, gotta be. Rob already knows it's better than League. Nothing beats this. This is impressive. My analysis is, weirdly, defences are on top. I think we're in a little bit of trouble here.
I think based on the first 20 minutes, it's a little unreasonable to call Rugby League stop-start, seeing as this is stopping every 20 seconds.
Bitter, bitter man from a lesser game. We're under the cosh. Wales 3-0 up. Wales have just scored and they're going crazy. It's just a friendly. It's a friendly. Well, I said Wales by 10 and now it's 10-0 to Wales. So at the moment, it's before half time. We could leave now and I could be right. Welsh Rugby Union, any chance you could put some aircon when you close the roof? It's a bit hot. It's half time. England are on the field, having a little chat, shouting at themselves. Some of Jamie's had. Is he back in form? Is he going to make a slow start? He's back in form. England! England! Guy 2 rows in front doing wanking gestures. My father's voice still within me going, son, protect the morality of the game. And I called him a wanker. So Rob's not going to support me if I get filled in after this. I think filled in is the correct term. Hurt and in hospital. George Ford, kicking to 3 points. Anything we can get really in this game. Farrell's on, Cruz is on. It's lots of Sarri's boys on. Take care, boys. People have left sitting next to Rob, and I think it's because he was saying really stupid, uneducated things. People are just leaving through fury. Rob knows nothing about the game, but already has theories on why we're losing.
It just seems foolish not to have depth in your attacking line.
Every time we attack, we cock up. Just need to have the whole Saracens team out there. It's quite obvious. They're singing Swing Low now, so I'm equally pissed off. Rob's not impressed. Let's change that song. Let's get something a bit more English. Like English Country Garden.
Well, the anthem of Rugby League is Jerusalem.
So yeah, it's too religious though, I think, don't they think? I don't know.
Well, I don't know, Rugby League's got a big following in Israel and Palestine.
Comedy writer Rob Cromwell there.
It's the wrong match to convince me to switch allegiances.
And Wales have won this, let's put it into touch. But it's a 13-6 win, it's just a warm-up. It's just a warm-up, who cares? Wales are the best team in the world, officially, and we only lost by 7 points. I see that as a plus. Yeah, well, World Cup's anybody's, that's the truth. It's probably best if you came to a Sarries match.
Yeah,
You'd see skill there that you would not see anywhere else on the planet.
And that kind of ticked every box of why I don't like Rugby Union. There was so
Utterly
little ball in play, there was so little free running, there was so little flair.
There were lovely opportunities. I think the defences were on top. And do you know why the defences were on top, Rob?
Why is that?
Because all the defence coaches,
Channel 4, what?
all the defence coaches have come from rugby league, and they've spoilt our game. So I have my first Welsh fan after the game. What's your name?
Pete, living exiled in the West Midlands near Stourbridge.
Oh, so this particularly angry Welshman that has to live amongst the English.
At least we turned up today. Thought
Yeah.
you fronted up. Didn't allow you big boys too much forward motion.
And I don't think we've got an answer once you stop us one way.
Yeah, I suppose the confidence will grow again now that we've beaten England. It's a big psychological thing for us, obviously,
I've actually found England fans after the game. So, hello, your name?
Barry.
Barry. Hello, Barry.
And Donna.
What do you think of that? Is it a disaster? Is it over?
It was, it's not over. I just think he's trying to sort out his team, and I think we've still got a good team. We've still got a good squad.
Completely inconsistent.
Yeah.
And we might be rubbish at the World Cup, we might be good, but I think that makes it more fun to
I
watch.
think it's so
Donna, do you come to lots of rugby matches?
Yes.
She's always with me.
That is so lovely. Do you know, my wife won't come because I get too emotional. You are an ex-player, aren't you?
I am an ex-player, yeah.
I can see the scar.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Dad, how rude is that?
It's not too
You just
broken.
see you've done some damage.
It's
Who do
flat
you
on the
play
floor.
for?
Canvey Island in Essex.
Oh my God, it's a proper hard team.
Yeah.
Anyway, lovely to meet you.
No worries.
Cheers, Barry.
No
Thank
worries.
you very much. Cheers. Nice to meet you, Donna. Rob, you're not converted yet, are you?
No, it was a very impressive stadium and experience.
And nice looking boys, nice shirts, nice clothes.
And all very tough.
Forward.
A rugby league front rower would be expected to make 50 tackles in a match.
Okay.
I don't think any of the boys out there would have that in them.
No, but they're tackling bigger men in a way,
Well, and they're
slightly more
wrestling-
manly.
They're
men.
wrestling more.
Yeah.
There's a lot more touching.
Yes.
There's a lot more getting on top of each other. It's for men's men. The atmosphere was incredible.
Yeah.
Like the best atmosphere
Welsh crowd is
I've
amazing.
ever had at a sporting event, genuinely.
See, atmosphere.
If only what was on the pitch had matched. And the drinks were expensive.
Yeah, the drinks were expensive. Rob, you've been quite annoying as somebody to bring to the rugby because I haven't converted you. The fact you didn't know who Billy Vanapola was meant we nearly had to leave in the first 5 minutes of the
I didn't
game.
know which one was Billy Vanapola.
Owen Farrell he knew of because of the rugby league. Jamie George?
No.
George Cruz? Any of the
No.
great Saracens players? The Saracens players are
No.
the most famous, I would say, because they're just the best.
Is George Cruz any relation to Tom?
Tom Cruise, no. No, he's much, much more attractive.
Okay.
And he's worn that hat all day.
I have.
Oh, I thought, Jesus Christ. Anyway, it's been lovely.
I liked the guy that recognised you but didn't know your name.
Yes. Oh, God, you're very famous. And your name is? This is us leaving Wales with our tail between our legs. Vanquished, destroyed, fleeing we are.
There was a moment in the first half where you lost your shit a little bit.
The thing is, I don't mind people going too far in other sports. I quite enjoy watching football fans going wanker at each other and doing all that. So it's hard to be driving and do a wanker gesture because drivers will go, what? And I've seen that. I quite enjoy ruckus at football and all that because it's not really my game. Rugby, I was brought up that this is an honourable game. I have my dead father's voice ringing in my ear going, you applaud the opposition and you say well played and you are, it's about being moral. And when I saw a Welshman doing a wanker gesture at the England team, all I said, what are you doing? I said, this isn't football. I think you're the wanker. Oh no, what a wanker are you? That's what I said. I'm gonna get punched in the face.
It was very instinctive, and I'll be honest with you, it was very masculine.
Thank you very much. Rob was turned on by it.
Yeah.
In fact, that's why I should force my wife to come to rugby more.
You watch as I tell this man what's what.
But I'm a bit leery at rugby. I turn. It's the Hulk. The Hulk comes out.
Right,
basically.
okay.
I turn into the man I should have been. Oh, I love rugby. It's just seeing young men ruin each other.
Well, I mean, you might also enjoy certain elements of the internet then.
I just want the world to be more like it was in the 80s when rugby was a bit more honourable. And England was shit then.